Hey everybody, Allison here. I am the Director of Risk Tolerance at Simpler Trading, and in today's video I want to talk about a potential setup on Tesla. So Tesla right now, I'm looking at potentially continuing this move lower. Now, a part of this, of course, is going to have to do with the market, right? If the market does start to break to the downside, this is going to help Tesla continue the trend that it's currently in and the reversal back down. But a reason why I'm looking at Tesla for this specifically is, one, it didn't do so well on earnings, right? We had that pullback move. We broke our 10 and 30 period simple moving average, and now those have started to turn into resistance levels. In regards to momentum, we've crossed below the zero line, which is a bearish signal, and we have plenty of room to continue that to the downside. When we zoom in here, you can see our Bollinger Bands, of course, are opening lower. We had a bearish divergent bar yesterday that's still technically valid down to 241.90. So we're looking for a move to that level or below it within the next few trading days. And then today, right, we had a nice bounce up because of CPI, but stalled at the 10 period simple moving average. So we're still holding that as resistance. And then we dropped back down, potentially forming another bearish divergent bar. Now, we do need to be a little bit mindful. Back-to-back divergent bars can be a sign of chop, but obviously both of these signals are looking for a move lower. So when we pair that with the room and momentum, with the Bollinger Bands moving to the downside, I think this looks good to try and continue lower. Another reason why I like this, and maybe a target to have to the downside, is the gap move that we made back on June 8th. On June 8th, we had a high of 235.23, and then we had a gap higher, and this gap has not filled itself. Now, I personally don't trade solely off gaps, but I do use them as levels because there is a good amount of time that when you make a gap like this between one day into the next, that it typically ends up getting in this case, some sort of pullback to where it follows through and it fills. And so the idea is, if we get the follow through on the bearish divergent bars, if this does continue to trend lower, 235 isn't that far away and could make a good target to play to the downside. And so I'm personally already in a trade from yesterday on this, but I still think it's valid. I went out to next week's expiration and did the 237.50, 235. Right now, it's about 76 cents on the cost basis. So it's really right around the entry that I jumped in at. Keeps the risk very low. The max profit potential is 174. And once again, the idea is if we follow through on these bearish divergent bars and we go down to fill the gap, our short strike will be right at the money. It should allow for a profit. And we went out to next week to give ourselves plenty of time to allow that divergent bar to follow through within the 3-bar rule that I usually give it. So I did want to keep capital a bit light because right now we are battling support levels on the indexes, right? We're right at daily support levels there. So if those hold, we might not get a strong follow through on Tesla. That might kind of help keep it propped up a bit. But if the indexes do start to break, I think Tesla could very easily get that stair step down with how it's holding resistance and with some of the weakness here on the other indicators, and allow us to be able to take a quick win on it. So that is my time for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. As always, may the trade be with you, my fellow Jedis, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Bye.
Hey, Allison Ostrander here, Director of Risk Tolerance at Simpler Trading. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and comment down below to help us out. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you can get notified when we release our next video. And if you want to watch us trade in real time using our own money, go to simplertrading.com to learn how to sign up. As always, may the trade be with you, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.